Welcome back to my channel focused on movement and function. I'm Beth Wagner. Today's video is part 2 of my exercise ball series. Today we'll be focusing on the lower back and core. This exercise program is great if you've had any issues with your low back or you just want to improve the strength of your core musculature. I'll show some variations, some modifications, and progressions of all of these exercises so that you can do them safely and efficiently based on where you're at. So let's get into it. Exercise number 1 is back extension. You'll start with the ball underneath your belly and the front of your hips and roll down onto the ball. You have options of what you want to do with your hands here. You can keep them on the ground, you can put them on the ball, or you can put them on the back of your head. See what feels most comfortable for you. I'll show you with my hands on the ball first. What we'll do is engage your core, tighten your core, do a little bit of a chin tuck, and lift with the muscles in your back. Pause, and then lower back down. Try not to push a lot with your hands. Then it becomes an arm exercise. But it's just fine to use your hands on the ball for a little bit of balance or support. With your hands on the ground, it would just be simply lifting up and coming back down. With your hands on the back of your head, you lift up and come back down. With all of these exercises, shoot for 2 sets of 15 repetitions, but definitely listen to your body. Start with what you can do and build up as you go. Number 2 is an opposite arm and leg lift. We'll start with the ball balanced underneath our bellies, up on our toes, and on your hands. So you want your weight evenly distributed between your arms and your legs. From here, do a little bit of a chin tuck, pull in your lower abdominals, and you'll lift the right arm and left leg. Pause and lower. Lift the left arm and right leg. Pause and lower. You want to be keeping your eyes focused on a spot just below your face or your nose, right between your hands. Continue alternating until you reach 15 repetitions, or again, as many as you can do. Exercise number 3 is plank on your elbows. You'll start with your hands on the ball in front of you and roll until the ball is underneath your elbows. Keep your elbows underneath your shoulder blades and come into a plank position so that your spine is aligned from your shoulders down to your hips and all the way down to your knees. Pause and hold for a few seconds, as long as you can manage this position. Keep your lower abdominals engaged, keep your pelvis tucked, and then come back up to the starting position. Roll back out. If this feels easy for you and you want a little more challenge, from this position, curl your toes and come up onto your toes. I'm going to keep my head down with this one so that I can maintain balance. The key here again is keeping a little bit of a chin tuck, keeping your abs engaged and your pelvis tucked under. Keep your elbows underneath your shoulders. Hold as long as you feel you can. Slowly lower onto your knees and come back to the starting position. With this one, 15 repetitions may be very ambitious to start with. Do as many as you feel comfortable and work up as you do this program more and more. Exercise number 4 is a rollout onto your hands. Start with the ball underneath your stomach, and we will come forward onto your hands and keep rolling. So the ball will roll underneath your legs as you come out. Okay, pause here and then roll back. Good. Continue rolling forward onto your hands as far as you feel comfortable going. You'll notice the farther out you roll and the farther the ball moves underneath the front of your legs down towards your knees, the more you have to work to maintain the balance and the more effort it requires through your core. Be safe, progress with this one gradually. Inch your way forward farther and farther each time you do it. And you'll feel a lot of great strengthening through your core, through your entire upper body. Number 5 is a curl up, using a piece of furniture or a wall or something sturdy for support and an anchor for your feet. So I'm gonna try to use this plant stand here, but I would recommend at home you try to find something much more solid and sturdy to use. So I'll rest my feet against the stand here, and when you first start this one, keep your hands right on the ball to help with support. As you feel stronger and once you feel secure with whatever anchor you have for your feet, then you can try this exercise without your hands. All right, so my feet are against my anchor here. I'm gonna come down and I'm just gonna curl up and lower and curl up. Try to use your abdominal muscles, your core, as much as possible, and only use your hands on the ball for that extra little bit of stability, so that this is primarily a core exercise rather than an arm exercise. Okay, number 6 is a side crunch. We'll also use a wall or a solid piece of furniture for an anchor with this one. Okay, I'll start kneeling next to the ball. Curve my upper body into the ball, and then reach out your feet, and you can keep the bottom knee down if you want to, or put both feet up against your support, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Again, a lot of variations and modifications with this. The primary thing is to be safe and be sure that you can stay on the ball. So if you need to have that leg down for support, especially when you're starting this for the first time, that's just fine. Okay, then what we'll do is round down to the side and curl up. Round down and curl up. Here you can keep your hands on the ball. This variation offers me the most support. I have my knee down and I have my hands here on the ball to help me with support. And again, safety is the most important thing. If you start to slip, just rest and do the variation that works for you, your body, and the situation that you're in at home. I hope you find these exercises to be fun and helpful for strengthening your low back and your core. Ideally to improve your posture, relieve any lingering back pain you might have, and overall feel stronger doing the things that you love to do every single day. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Here's to your healing, health, and happiness. Have a fantastic day.